Welcome back to another Blackboard Wednesdays with Uncle Herm, episode 54. Deliberately. Sometimes in life, you have to deliberately isolate yourself specifically to rearrange, to analyze, and collect your thoughts. Sometimes you have to deliberately detox from your associates, detox deliberately from social media, specifically to collect your thoughts and maintain your perspective pertaining to life. Sometimes you have to make deliberate decisions to isolate yourself for a few days just to remain focused on your priorities. Spiritual. You got to have a spiritual connectedness because we are spiritual beings. And it's so many different religions. And however you receive your spiritual power, for me, it's through God, it's through Jesus Christ. But whatever your prerogative is for your spirituality, make sure you are staying connected to your spirituality so that you can be all that you can be through the spiritual alignment that you have with your higher power. Boundaries. Hey, you got to set some boundaries. We all have boundaries. And if you set some boundaries with your loved ones, with your children, with your co-workers or your associates, and they continue to overstep them boundaries, not respect them boundaries, then it becomes a frustration. It becomes a sign of disrespect because we have spoken about the boundaries. We was under the impression that we had some boundaries established that you shouldn't break, that I shouldn't cross. And when them boundaries is being neglected, disrespected, and constantly stepped on, then that right there creates frustration. And if an individual continue to break the boundaries or disrespect the boundaries that we have established, eventually our relationship is going to deteriorate. Eventually, we will not be associates on a certain level, because if you're an individual that can't respect the next person's boundaries, then that becomes a problem. So respect your own boundaries, and if you don't have any, you need to set some. And respect the next person's boundaries. Immature. We have all been immature at a certain stage of life. We have all been immature in making decisions that was inappropriate and that was unacceptable. But you cannot continue to make immature decisions. You cannot continue to be the immature individual at the social gatherings. You cannot continue to conduct yourself in immature ways and expect the loved ones, the family, the homies, the homegirls to be receptive to your immaturity. At some point, you have to mature and you have to conduct yourself under all circumstances in a mature way. Because that's what life is about. It's about acknowledging your immature ways and acknowledging that you have made immature decisions in the past, but we all have. And at some point, you have to grow from that immaturity. Y'all tap back in next week, right here, with me, Uncle Herm, on Blackboard Wednesdays. One love. Peace. Power to the people.